Hey you guys, it's Ruby, back again with all your Las Vegas news and updates for September. We've got bedbugs in casinos, an iconic show coming back, and the first cannabis lounge opening. So much going on. Before we get started, wow, you guys have been amazing. Thank you so much for subscribing. My goal now is to hit 275K. It is totally free for you to subscribe. It helps my channel grow, so thank you so much if you do. The Venetian is going to be opening a brand new nightclub, Voltaire. November 3rd is the opening date, and they already have their headliner, KYLIE Minogue. So this is amazing. Heavy couture influence here is going to be the theme. They're saying a modern Art Deco fantasy, but they've actually hired costume designers to help design the interior. So it should be very swanky, very pretty. And I know that her shows are already selling out like crazy. Juliet Cocktail Room did open at the Venetian. I will say they've definitely kept the decor style very similar to the Dorsey, but they do have pianos here now and a new refreshed cocktail menu. The Venetian is also doing some work on their sports book. It is being remodeled. And they did open the robot bartender here, very much like the one in Planet Hollywood. An inside source has leaked that a new Vanderpump restaurant concept is coming to the Flamingo. This would be the third Lisa Vanderpump restaurant bar that includes Vanderpump Cocktail Garden at Caesars and Vanderpump à Paris. They are calling it the Purple Zebra as a code name. We hear it could be potentially Art Deco. I'm hoping that they do some sort of tropical theme to go with the Flamingo. I think that would be a ton of fun. She makes really gorgeous restaurants, so I'm excited for this, and I will keep you guys posted as we learn more. Mandalay Bay has announced that they will be building a 21 and up golf course called Swingers, and that is set to open in 2024. So this is adults only. 40,000 square feet with 5 crazy golf courses. What I thought was really cool is they're gonna have cocktails coming around in like caddy carts. They're gonna have food trucks. So just a very fun adult space to do a little bit of an activity. In other golf news, Atomic Golf at the Strat, they have broke ground and started building. This one is gonna be 99,000 square feet, 100 hitting bays, 6 bars, an Astrocade, I'm guessing that's an arcade, and this thing's gonna be 4 stories tall. They're claiming this is gonna open this year. So they've got like 6 months to build a huge building. We'll see. Reservations are opening starting September 12th for the new Versailles Tower in Paris. This was previously the Jubilee Tower at Bally's, and they are converting all of the rooms to become new remodeled Paris rooms. Now, one thing to note is that the pedestrian bridge is not finished, so you won't be able to just walk really quickly over to Paris, and the balcony rooms are not done. Those are not slated to be open until next year. We are going to wait to do a review on those for you guys until they have the balconies, because that's going to be amazing. The Heart Bar is getting remodeled and rethemed at Planet Hollywood, and they actually had a contest for their employees to rename the center bar, and in exchange, they would win a staycation. So that's kind of fun that they're involving their employees into this, and I'm curious to see what the new bar will be named. The Durango announced an opening date. They are saying November 20th. So the owner accidentally let this slip during their earnings call, and then they had to announce this. But November 20th is going to be the opening date, and Stations has already stated when they do an opening, it's a full opening. There's no such thing as a soft opening to them. We will absolutely do a stay for you guys. Let me know how interested you guys are in the Durango Hotel. Something is afoot over at Casino Royale. The FAA has approved a 699-foot structure to be built on the spot of Casino Royale. You guys know that there was some paperwork going through that we reported on about possibly having Casino Royale change hands. The owner of TI was involved, and that they might be building a new property here. Well, this license expires January of 2025. That means if they're planning to do some building here, if they're going to tear down Casino Royale or upgrade it or whatever they're going to do, they need to start relatively soon. So I am going to keep you guys posted as we learn more. My Asia at the Horseshoe has closed. This was the restaurant by Martin Yan. This has only been open since March, so I never got to try this. I did hear mixed reviews, but we'll see what they replace it with. The conservatory will be closing September 9th and reopen on the 16th for the harvest theme. So if you're coming between then for that week, just know that the conservatory will not be open. When harvest reopens, that's usually one of my favorites, so very excited to check it out. Let's talk about some news about the Rio renovations. So Eric Birnbaum did a big interview, and he's talking about all the things to come. They were specifically talking about the room renovations, and they're starting with the Ipanema Tower. They're saying this is going to very slowly happen. They're talking about maybe 18 months because they want to remain open while they're doing the renovations. We showed you guys the renderings of the rooms in our last update. He did say the buffet is gone for good. Unfortunately, a food hall is going to replace it. And Birnbaum also stated that their rewards program is getting shaken up, and he plans for it to be the most lucrative rewards program in the city. But the best news is they asked him about the Masquerade in the Sky show. He stated an element of the Masquerade in the Sky is in the works. They have all the floats, they have the track still up there. So we're hoping that they're going to do some sort of rendition of this show because it really made the Rio come to life. So I have big hopes for the Rio. I hope they restore it to its former glory. Some renderings have just been released of Peter Luger's. This is the highly anticipated steakhouse coming to Caesar's Palace. There is still no confirmed opening date, but as far as we know, it should be fall. Proper Eats Food Hall at Aria has announced the ultimate tailgate. So this is going to be on Sundays, and it's $55 all you can eat for 3 hours at most of the stalls in the food hall. I'm very curious about it. Also news at the Aria, someone has won $10 million on a Megabucks machine, and they were doing a $5 bet. That is incredible. One day it's gonna be all of us, you guys. The Vidara walkway has opened. So MGM has been planning to connect Aria inside to both the Cosmo and the Bellagio so that it'll be super easy to walk amongst these properties, and the Vidara walkway is finished. So you can now get from Vidara all the way over. Very convenient. Lots of news going on at Mandalay Bay. Orla is going to be opening by Chef Michael Mina. He is the one who runs Strip Steak over there. Now, Orla is going to be Mediterranean and Greek and Middle Eastern. That is expected to open this winter. And Lupo is going to be remodeled and reconcept, and they want to do a new Italian-style restaurant. The Super Bowl is coming to Las Vegas, and they have a walkway to take you over to Allegiant Stadium. So Mandalay Bay is anticipating so much foot traffic from the Super Bowl, and because of that, I think they're just freshening up the entire property. While we're on the NFL, we got to mention their slot machine they are going to come out with. They announced the Super Bowl is coming here to Las Vegas, and they're like, and here's our slot machine. Saw some concept art. It looks like it'll be pretty cool. When it comes, we will, of course, play that over on the slot channel. MGM has confirmed that February of 2024, they will be switching over Cosmo's identity rewards. I'm going to let you guys know how this goes for us when the switch happens. As of September 20th, registered hotel guests are going to be subject to self-parking rates. Now, they are going to be giving Nevada residents 3 hours complimentary if you have a Nevada's driver's license. And as of right now, Sterling members or above receive free parking until the MGM takeover. If you are booking before 9/20, you still get free parking, but after that, they will be charging. Just to note that inflation has definitely hit the Strip. Ocean One is now charging $5.99 instead of $5, and that is not the only example. A lot of cheap places have raised their prices by $1 or $2. Stick around for more on this. We are going to cover a lot of ground when it comes to cheap eats. You guys are going to want to be subscribed. So Enchant is not going to be returning to Resorts World this year, but don't fret. They do host Enchant at the Las Vegas ballpark up here by me in Summerlin. The first cannabis lounge has opened in Las Vegas. This is called the Sky High Lounge. It's located on Main Street and East Washington. This is 40,000 square feet. It's a dispensary and a consumption lounge. They have 2 dab bars, a drink bar, a rooftop terrace, a courtyard, and a drive-through, which makes me laugh. But if you want to go and indulge, this is a great place to do so. Fontainebleau news. So Fontainebleau has announced Post Malone will be the New Year's Eve headliner, and some photos have leaked of their theater space. Now Fontainebleau is set to open December 1st, although there hasn't been anything super official announced yet, and construction is still ongoing, but I am crossing my fingers. I cannot wait for Fontainebleau to open. The Virgin is talking about potentially returning the iconic Center Bar. So back when the Hard Rock was in its heyday, the Center Bar was the place to be, and the Virgin wants to bring that back and really encourage that traffic back into the Virgin. Rumor has it that the Eagles will be doing a residency at the MSG Sphere. Apparently they are in talks and just about to lock in some dates, so that would be the second band announced after U2. 2 different new chain restaurants are coming to the Las Vegas area. Bojangles Chicken is set to open 20 new locations in Vegas. They even stated some in the touristy areas and some in the more local spots. And Zippy's Hawaiian has opened their first restaurant near Rainbow, and this is all Hawaiian cuisine, so 2 new chains to check out. I have a really fun activity for you guys to try if you're coming to Vegas. It's called Royal Crawl. You download an app and you choose whether you'd like to do a bar crawl downtown or at the Link Promenade, and you are going to go to 5 different bars and collect players' cards for a hand, and you're competing with everybody else in the crawl. You get beer, wine, or a cocktail. I do have a code for you guys. Use Ruby50 to get 50% off the tickets. I am not sponsored. I do not receive commission. I just thought this was a ton of fun and thought that you guys might enjoy this one as well. Okay, I mentioned the bed bugs in the beginning. Let's talk about this. So news came out that Circus was reporting some bed bug problems. This had the news delving into it, and they found 7 other properties that have also reported bed bugs. But the catch here is that some of these reports were all the way back in January, and they don't say that in the headlines. So these are also one-off individual incidences at these properties. Bed bugs happen in hotels. They do their best to mitigate this. If they do find them, they close the room for 2 weeks to fumigate. They're not fun, but it's nothing to panic about. Let's talk about some residencies and concerts. Lady Gaga Jazz and Piano has returned to the Dolby Theater, and she announced several dates all throughout the fall. Shania Twain has also added new dates over at Planet Hollywood. Life is Beautiful is coming September 22nd through the 24th. And over at the T-Mobile Arena, the iHeart Music Festival will also be happening the 22nd through the 23rd. Also at T-Mobile Arena, September 1st and 2nd, we have Drake and 21 Savage. And on the 9th of September at Allegiant, we have Ed Sheeran. Now, other than the concert dates, September is a pretty chill month for Las Vegas. This is a great time to travel here. It's going to be a little more quiet and less crowds. The kids are back in school, but the weather is gorgeous. Thank you guys all so much for watching these updates. I know you love them, and we love working on them for you, and we will catch you guys all in my next video.